Good day, everybody. JD Farmer 32 here, and we're back playing Goldcrest Valley on PV 17 or on Farm Sim 17. I take one day, do a couple hour live stream, and I think I'm playing Pleasant Valley every day now. Due to the live stream yesterday, there was no Goldcrest Valley up. I'm debating about recording a couple extra of these, but for when we do live streams, you can get both. So let's pick up where we left off. I think we were going to do something here. No missions currently available. Alrighty. Maybe then we already did that one. Oh, I can't even remember what we were doing last. Or apparently run to my truck. So, let's get on up the road here. Let's pull up the map. So we're at $34,611. Could always use some more money. I don't want to plant today. That's 3. But we were going the right way. Go up in the mountains. See what we can see up here. Look at field number 1 over here. Actually, before we do this, I want to check, make sure, still no growth. Okay. Now, what I'm about to do is totally against what I said I was going to do. And that was, let me just double check this before. No, game's not paused. Okay, let's run some time forward. Let's let our own crops grow, because, well, I like working everybody else's field. It does, at a certain point, start to feel a little cheaty. So we've run about an hour now. Still nothing. I do like you can see the shadows moving. You can see it creeping up the tire. Now onto the fertilizer spray. Alright, and we got some crop growth. Let's slow that down a little bit. So we have all our fields grown now. So we can get this guy working here. Bro, you ain't done yet. I'm hoping we have enough fertilizer to do all 4 of our fields real quick. And that we're just going to stay with this guy for a little bit. Actually, you know what? Why am I paying for this when I can hit this? And we can do it ourselves and save some money. I will say that is one nice thing about the GPS mod. We can save ourselves some money, and I think this video is going to be a lot of taking care of our own fields, so we can start to get some of our own crops harvested. Now I do have to watch when I plant now because, like I said, I do have Pleasant Valley 17 in here, and a lot of that stuff is now transferable. So we don't want to go ahead and start planting something that we can't sell here or even store. I do know there is a map update coming out for anyone who does have PV17 on Thursday. I was watching Dave's stream last night on Twitch. So I do wish with some of these we could, for lack of a better word, put an extension and put more fertilizer in. Because it's looking like after this field we're going to have to go refill this and then go from there. Another thing we might want to look at is getting a bale trailer. No, we don't have any bales, or planning on making any bales anytime soon, but so we can move our seed and fertilizer pallets around. we can do that. Just had to go pick up, maybe per se 2 of each in the bale trailer, depending on how the money looks at the end of this, and or at least after we get this round fertilized. But yeah, now with the way we paid off the loan and everything, I was starting to think to myself, this is really kind of cheaty, and probably isn't really fun to watch for you guys, because we're not working in our field, we're working everyone else's. And granted, it's bringing down the price, but we're not gaining anything out of it except for money, which granted we need money, but if we can start putting stuff in our pocket and in our silos, we can basically go that route. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so we got 12 fertilized. Let's just take a look so we can compare our fertilization level. Yeah, and like you can look at 12 and see the difference from 14 and 15. 19's already, wow. Maybe we'll let me line up right where I want to be. That should be about right. And that's it. We'll have a little bit of overspray, but that's not too bad. Also, we might want to start looking at buying some grass cutting equipment so we can start mowing some yards and making some silage. And not for money fig, but for the sake of animal feed. We missed a whole lot of it back here. There we go. And we are down to 100 and just call it 110 in our spreader. Hoping we'll have enough to finish up this field, and then we can go refill it when we start the next one, but it's not looking that way. And the nice thing about having all this barley is barley sells at a higher price than wheat, so we can grow our wheat and sell a little bit of barley and keep it about the same and gain some money for us. Alright, after hoping we got enough for this pass. Because I think we're going to need to do the last pass after we refill this. Yeah, because it takes over 30 to do it, so let's go down here, refill our fertilizer spreader. Hopefully we'll have enough to fill this up. Full spreader. I'm thinking we could almost pretty much sell all the other tractors. See what that puts us. And maybe get a slightly bigger combine. Especially if we're going to be doing all the field work ourselves now. I mean, would be the smart thing to do. Instead of putting money out for everybody else. So we do have 2 more crops we can put on these fields before we have to plow again. And what we might do is actually wait on plowing until we get that need to do it, just to save some time, because I could plow one of these fields and it may take us a whole episode, or I might be able to plow all 3 in each in an episode. It really all just depends. So, I mean, and if I'm doing all the work myself, we only need 1 tractor. Now, one of the reasons I'm real hesitant on turning crop destruction on is for the simple fact that while the tram lines look cool and everything, but you got to be real careful when you're coming through and fertilizing like this, that you get lined up dead on the same spot. Like, you better not change tractors, you better not change anything. I think we're going to take a ride down, even though it says 19 is the same level as this. We may take a ride down, fertilize it, see if we get it all the way blue this time, or worst comes to worst, we just waste a little fertilizer and, you know, becomes a waste. But we plan on getting more fertilizer anyway, so. I do think we are making the right call by just working our farm slowly out by what's around us. Maybe we'll get 16 or I'm thinking 16 next and then 23. Well, 24 and 23. But yeah. And I'm fine with missing this a little bit here on the edge. I think it's giving some of it to us and some not, so. Yeah, it's giving us like 50-50 on that little bit, so. Can't really complain on it too much. Go over here. Oh, we need to wash this guy again. Just take a look out the back window here. Just to make sure this thing doesn't disappear. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. We are now completely out of fertilizer, so we are definitely going to need to buy that. Now I don't know if I want to try this. Yep, it's taking it. So this should actually be our last fertilizer on this field. And then what we'll do is we obviously got to buy more fertilizer, so we'll go throw this somewhere and put the front loader on, pick up the pallet forks again, and we can go and get busy, as they say. So it took us 6 minutes to fertilize all 4 of our fields, pretty much. Which is absolutely crazy. And you know, if we get to a point where I do want to do some logging. And yes, I do have the brooks, but I'm going to try and refrain from using that in here. I mean, I don't even think we have a need for wood chips in this. You get more money for freaking logs than you do. Let's see if we need to take a load out first. Baling equipment, baling technology. Here we go. That's 12. Let's buy that. Yes. Back. Actually, let's go back here. Pallets. So we're gonna buy so I think we have 3 now. And let's buy a couple. Let's go 4. And 2 of these. Because we're going to use them, so. I know we just spent $20,000, but, you know. It's all stuff that's going to be used. And some of the stuff we need right now. So there we got our fertilizer spreader. Man, y'all should have told me to still have my blinker on. I know I have the front loader attachment on this. There we go. Sometimes you just can't do it all in cab. And we got that on there. Slow them up. Slow that down. There we go. Let's hit that button. Follow with that button. We just need front lights on. We don't need the work lights on. They're not working anymore. So, We've got 6 pallets. We can do. We can do this. Trick is just not knocking them off when we get back. Sorry about that, guys. So right now, it's almost as if we're changing our whole game plan 15 episodes in. Doing this. I'm going to try not to knock my trailer off. Kinds of wonky and crazy and stuff, so hoping we can fit the pallets too wide. This will be a test for me. You can see my mad front loader skills right now. They're horrible, aren't they? Yeah, we're hanging off that end. Get out here. Let's try. We got one there. So what we can do is, I'm so good at a front loader, is basically go like that. Oh, I hit my seed pallet. I just hit my other seed pallet. And we've got 1 pallet on. Only 5 more to go. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare. Especially unloading it. So we're gonna put this guy right up against the other guy. And hopefully they'll strap down in the right spots. Funny because it looks so easy going on. We're good now. We got our front two. Only 4 more to go. Oh God, why'd I decide to do this? By the time we get this back unloaded and put away, maybe the end of this episode. So we've managed to see me fertilize 4 fields. But, in good news, the 4 fields are ours. That's one way to move all your pallets. Just back into them. I'm afraid if I go right up against it, kind of like I did the other one, we're gonna not be able to strap down. So we're gonna leave a little bit of space here. Are you freaking pooping me? You've got to be freaking kidding me right now. Now we gotta find a way to knock this guy back to where I can pick him up. Yeah, I think we're going to sell that case with the most hours on it. Are you back upright? Yeah, I did it. How crazy is this? So in other words, kids, we learned what not to do. Don't give JD Farmer a front loader. I know it's only on one tongue, but guess what? It's on. And we got it on the right way. Like, I don't really care. I just wanted to stay on the trailer this time. We've only got half this trailer loaded. We don't even have, a third of the trailer loaded. Let me see if it'll show me where that strap is. So I really want to know. Yep, I'm putting it right there. That works perfect. Let's knock you from just a hair. There we go. Now we did it. So we got half the trailer load. And see, it took us 10 minutes to fertilize. Say 10 minutes. We've been messing around doing this for 12. There we go. I think that's going to be about right. Let's go in on the other side and knock him back forward. I definitely don't want to lose him. Now the crappy part is, you can't, when you get back, you have to unstrap them all. So, as you can see, the straps are helping hold my pallets on there. And with the way, apparently, as good as I am, you know, should be no problem, right? To unload this whole trailer. Because we all know it'll be by flipping it at some point. So there we go, we got our first pallet of seed. I think we're going to need to leave that up there and set it down right there. Which means when we come, you stay! Sorry. My Tourette's kicked in. Funny story about that. We were at the house. We were watching TV. I yelled at the TV. Oh, we were watching a football game. It was a football game or a hockey game. I can't remember. And I started yelling at the TV real bad. And my girlfriend goes, "Who are you yelling at like that?" I said, "Don't worry, baby. It's just my Tourette's." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "That's something you gotta tell somebody when you're dating that you have Tourette's." I'm like, no, I just have sports-related Tourette's. Boy, we've killed that suspension. Yay, we got them all on there. All 6. I wish I could say it was pretty, but it's not. Make should soon be coming down. You don't want to kill nobody with your barrel forks or your pallet forks while you're driving. Alrighty. So we've got a trailer full of goodies now. Watch out, I'm driving here. Yeah, I guess I should have put my other lights on. So let's see, in the first 30 minutes of episode 15, we have done absolutely nothing and looked horrible at doing it. No, we missed our turn. That's okay. We're a tractor, we can drive across grass. It's not quite illegals. You can't drive across people's fields. It's frowned upon in this kind of establishment. Oh, we managed to keep it upright. Not really sure how, but we did. So, we'll probably unload this, depending on how quick that goes. So this may be all we get done today. But we did get some stuff we needed. Now we just gotta put it away. Who parked that cedar and plow in my way? Holy hun. We already got 4 pallets of seed. Never mind. We could do without the seed. You pick up. I'm gonna move you right there. That's about good. Plow, or no, not our plow, it's our cultivator. Just need to make that slightly a bit straighter. Very beautification day. It's also delivery day apparently in my farm. So everything's all strapped down. Nope, object's too heavy. We can't throw it. I just thought, let's see if we could throw this thing in there. You know, I didn't think about how I'm going to get these end two pallets off. So we may just end up flipping the trailer. Trying to get those two off. Tipping it the wrong way. There's one beautiful fertilizer pallet out of the way. Only 5 more to go. How much room do we have here? That should be about good. There we go. And we'll back out. And there we go. In other news, we've successfully managed to get one pallet off the wagon. So, what we're going to do here, since this guy's sitting wrong to begin with, we're going to take him, try and get underneath him. Even if it is only with one fork, get him down. And, tilt you back. Come around the right way. Get them so they're all facing the same way. There we go. Well, this isn't going near as bad as loading it was. What are you doing? There we go. Two down. 4 to go. Do we have an up? Well, I wonder why that happened. I said that was going way too easy. I'm hoping we can get this up there. If not, we just found a new trick. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of fertilizer now. He may have just made it more easier to get to that one. We almost should come in here and organize this too, because this looks like doo-doo. Spin it around that way, push you forward. Back that out a little bit. Not into the trailer, but you know, close enough. See if we can get one of these guys on our forks here. Okay, so this is the first pallet that needs to go in. That is the used pallet, so we're gonna set him right there. We almost look like we have, well, real farm. Minus the, you know, triple stack of seeds we now have going on. Wondering, can I just kind of spin this guy around without launching some sort of airborne attack? These guys have used too. Wife will come home, she'll be like, "Where am I at the park, honey?" Well, baby, I had to clean out the barn and the shed. She'll be like, "Hey, you just had to do that?" Well, alright. Well, farmer's work's never done. I hate it when a plan doesn't work the way I want it to. we can do why did I have to think of this so long? There we go. Then we go to back end, do the same thing. And we get our trailer empty. Park that way out of the way. Well, then, okay. Guess we're going to take the seat off first. We don't kill ourselves trying. Done it the wrong way. Well then. Magic palette number 2. How do you do? There we go. I'm not really sure what's going on with this palette. We may just let you be over there and then just empty you. Because I'm not going to be able to work this around the tree. I got you, you're not like crazy nice. Come on, crazy ass. Get in here. You know what? To hell with it. We got it in there. It'll get used. I hope. Or if, as everything gets used around it, we'll be able to go in and get it out. Set it back up right. Now we do have 2 more seed pallets to put in this side. But first I want to move that trailer. Let's see, we're at 4,000 fertilizer. About we got about 5 in seed. 5 and some change in seed. That one's got 6. I think the other one's got 8. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see here. 6 and 5. So we'll put the 5 one in first, which I know does not seem to make sense, but there is a strange method to my madness, I think. And then when we have to buy more, we'll clean this mess up. Look, now there's 2 parking spots open. I can put my stuff down. She can park her car. And if we bring the truck back down, we got a spot to park it. Another magic flying pallet. You know what? I wonder if it's in camera, because the in-cap camera for this is kind of wonky. It bounces around everywhere. I'm wondering if that's what's doing it. Large selection of seed palette to choose from. let's pull our trailer over here somewhere that's out of the way and get ready to wrap up this episode. Can't park you right next to the pressure washer. Not that much. Let's see. I'll fit you in right here. I know you really wouldn't want to do that in real life, but you know what? It's out of the way. I think. I hope. Yep. And nobody can steal it. Alright folks, we'll go back up here to field number 12. Get ready to park this. We'll come back, we'll make it grow again, and fertilize again, come back, refill, and it'll be time to harvest. So, I am JD Farmer 32 saying good night from Goldcrest Valley. We'll come back when some more stuff grows. Have a good night, guys. Bye.